Welcome, 8th grade students, to the final segment of Career Cruising Exploration. Underneath Potential Starts here, type in your username, password. Underneath your name in the upper left-hand corner, click on My EDP. Over here on the left, you're going to click on My Education Plan. Today, we're going to focus on, after I delete these classes that I've entered, you're going to focus on entering classes into what we're calling your 4-year plan. My education plan is your 4-year plan for high school. Now, it doesn't mean that this is set in stone. Doesn't mean that this is what your schedule is going to be. This just means that these are some courses that right now, as an 8th grade student, these are some courses that you would like to take in addition to the ones that are required of you. So we're going to enter them into your 9th, 10th, and 11th and 12th grade plan. So we're going to start with your required classes. And you're going to have to be moving back and forth between the high school course description guide and the Career Cruising website. So you're going to want to open a new tab up at the top. You're going to access the course description guide by going to the Coloma Community Schools website. Click on Coloma Community School District. Up at the top, underneath Comet Pride, click on Schools, Coloma High School. Under School Life, click on Counselor's Corner. At the very top, underneath Documents, you're going to open the Course Description 17-18. This is the Coloma High School Course Description Guide. And the easiest way to use it, at least that I found, is using the table of contents and going to the page that you want to look at. So you're going to click on 1 here at the top. You're going to type in the page number that you want to go to, and it's going to take you there. So let's go back to the table of contents where we started. Okay, you're going to be moving back and forth between this document and your education plan and career cruising. So let's add a course to your 9th grade plan. Click on Add Course. Click on My Own Course. Click on Course Length. We do not need a course code. Course length, 2 semesters, because all of the classes, well, I should say most of the classes are year-long classes, especially the required ones. Okay, course name. This is where your course description guide is going to come in handy. Some of you are saying, well, Mrs. Miner, I can just go to the last page of the course description guide and type in what they have there. Well, you could do that, except it would be incorrect. You're going to want to have the specific names of classes that you would like to take. There are not specific names for all of the classes in the last page of the course description guide, so you have to look through the course description guide to find those. Okay, so let's flip back to the course description guide. Here we are. We're going to want to add our English class. So we're going to go to the Language Arts department, which in the table of contents where I'm wiggling my mouse on page 15. So on the 1, I'm going to click on the 1, type in 1-5, enter, and it takes me almost to page 15. So here we are. English, Language Arts department. You can see the first one that's listed, English 9, it's required. It's a Michigan Merit Curriculum, MMC, English credit. It's a year long, that means 2 semesters. Level 9 means that's for you as a freshman. And the prerequisite, there are no prerequisites for this class. It means there are no classes required for you to take before you take this class. That's what a prerequisite means. Okay? So all of you are going to type in English 9. You're going to go back to your education plan and career cruising, and course name, English 9. Course type is required. We're not going to change that. Credit, click on the drop down, go to 1 credit, click on Add Course. I didn't like it, so I'm going to do it again. Don't know what's going on. There it is. Add course. There we go. It added it 3 times. Let me take it out. I don't know why I did that. There we go. Okay, so now you can see you have one class entered into your 9th grade plan, and it's worth 1 credit. You can see the number of credits says 1. It's going to increase as you keep adding classes. Now you need to have 6 credits across the board. So 6 credits for freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year. So we're going to click on Add Course again. Click on My Own Course. We don't need a course code, course length, 2 semesters, course name. We need to go back to our course description guide. We're going to go back to the table of contents, click on 16, type in 1, back to the table of contents. Now we need to find our math course. So we're going to go to the mathematics department, which is on page 17. Click on the 1, type in 17, enter. And we need to scroll down a little bit to find it. Mathematics department, there it is right there. So some of you, I should say most of you are taking pre-algebra this year. So Algebra 1 is going to be your math credit. So it says Algebra 1, it's required. It's a Michigan Merit Curriculum requirement. It's worth 1 credit. It's for you, 9th grade, freshman, prerequisite, pre-algebra. So that would be you. So we go back to your education plan, type in Algebra 1. It is required. You're not going to change that. Credit, click on the drop down, choose 1 credit, click on Add Course. Okay, if you are currently taking Algebra 1, you're going to want to go back to the course description guide because you're not going to take Algebra 1 again. If you successfully complete Algebra 1 this year, you're going to scroll down, and as you can see, there are 2 choices. You have Geometry Essentials and you have Geometry. Both of them are geometry classes. The one that you're going to take, if you're taking algebra right now, you're going to take geometry, not Geometry Essentials. You're going to take geometry. You can see it's required. It's a Michigan Merit Curriculum requirements worth 1 credit. It's for 9th and 10th grade students, prerequisite, Algebra 1. So you have to have completed Algebra 1 successfully to be able to be enrolled in geometry. Okay? So you're going to go back to your education plan, and if you need to add geometry instead of algebra, you're going to do My Own Course, and you're going to follow that same procedure. The only difference is you're going to type in Geometry 1. Okay, so let's go back and click on Add Course. We're going to add 1 more course, My Own Course, course length, 2 semesters, course name. Let's go back to the course description guide. At the top, type in 1, go back to the table of contents. This time we're going to add your science class. So down here where it says Science Department under the table of contents, it's on page 19. Click on the 1, type in 19, enter, and it takes you almost to the Science Department. There we are. We are at the Science Department. There we go. Okay. So as you can see, Physics Essentials is the first thing listed. The difference is you'll see Michigan Merit Curriculum, Science Credit, and it says 1 semester. So it doesn't say year long, does it? It says 1 semester. So that means this class is only a semester class, and you need another semester to complete the year of science. So as you can see up here on the right column, it says Earth Science. It says required, Michigan Merit Curriculum, Science Credit, 1 semester. Level 9, prerequisite, none. So this is your second half of science. You have Physics Essentials right here, 1 semester, Earth Science, 1 semester. You're going to go back to your education plan, type in Physics ESS period / Earth SCI period, because you're going to take Physics Essentials in 1 semester, Earth Science in the next semester. It's a required class. It's worth 1 full credit because they're each worth a half a credit per semester, right? They're semester classes, so each is worth a half a credit. So it's a full credit. Click on Add Course. And I just added it twice because I was impatient. So now I got to take one of them out. There we go. Okay, so now when you look at your total credits, you have a total of 3 credits that have been added. Now to add the rest of your classes, you know how it goes. It's the same procedure. You have to flip back and forth between the course description guide and your My Education Plan or your 4-year plan in career cruising. This is the last step you need to complete before you're done with your career cruising exploration. So we're going to add one more course. I'm going to show you how to add an elective course. So click on Add Course, My Own Course, click on Course Length, 2 semesters. Now, the elective class you're going to add at this time is a full year class. Some of you are taking choir, some of you are taking band, and those are year-long classes. And if you intend to continue, they are 2 semesters. Course name, I'm not sure that band is called band. So I'm going to flip back to the course description guide, click on page number, type in 1, go back to the table of contents, find, oh, where is band? Band would probably be under the art department, I'm guessing. So in the table of contents, it's on page 8. Click on the 1, type in 8, hit enter, scroll down a little bit. Let's see if we can find band. There it is, under music. Okay, it says it can be a 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th grade class. It does meet the Michigan Merit curriculum requirement for vocational performing arts credit. So it does meet a Michigan Merit curriculum credit. So if you are going to be taking band, you're going to go back to your education plan. You're going to type in course name band. It's not required, it's an elective. So you're going to change course type to elective. You're going to change the course type to elective. Credit, it's a full credit because it's a year-long class, half a credit per semester. And then you're going to click on Add Course. Now, if you're taking choir, let's go back to the course description guide. If you're taking choir, there are 2 choices for choir. You can just take choir, which is a general class, or you could take concert choir. Now, if you look at the requirements, there are no prerequisites for choir, but there is a prerequisite for concert choir. There's a prerequisite for an audition. So you would have to audition to be in concert choir, and then you'd have to have previous or continuous enrollment in choir to be part of concert choir. So you have to make a decision. Which choir class do you want to take? So I'm going to click back on my education plan. I'm going to type in concert choir because I intend to do the audition with Mrs. Selvage. It is an elective, so that's the course type. It's 1 credit because it's an all-year class, and click on Add Course. It's being very slow today, so I'm going to click on it again. And again, I've got 2, so I'm going to take 1 out, remove, delete. Now I have concert choir added to my schedule, to my 4-year plan. So as you can see, now I have 4 credits. I have 2 more credits that I need to have in my schedule before it is complete. So each year you need to show 6 credits for your 4-year plan to be complete. Now, I'm also going to show you how to enter 1 or 2 classes in your 10th and 11th and 12th grade plan as well, so that you don't get stuck when you're doing this on your own, because you're going to want to complete all 4 years using the course description guide. So you know how to use the course description guide, utilize the table of contents, and you know how to enter these courses. We have done 4 of them in your freshman year. So let's go ahead and add 1 for 10th grade so you have an idea of how that goes. Click on Add Course, click on My Own Course, click on Course Length, 2 semesters, course name. Let's go back to the course description guide. Up at the top, click on the page number, type in 1 to take us back to the table of contents. We're going to go to the mathematics department. It's on page 17. Type 17 on the page number, hit enter, scroll down a little bit, and you're in the mathematics department. Okay, so if in your freshman year you took algebra, you're going to scroll down and you can see you have a choice between Geometry Essentials and Geometry for your 10th grade, your sophomore year. So most of you are going to take plain old geometry, not geometry essentials. So you're going to go back to your education plan, course name, geometry. It's required under course type, credit, 1 full credit, click on add course. And that enters your first course under your 10th grade year. Okay, now go back to your course description guide. If you're going to take geometry as a freshman, you're going to scroll down and find the next math class. Okay, as you can see, the next math class is Algebra 2, Part 1. It's a Michigan Merit Curriculum requirement. It's 1 credit, level 11. It's for 10th and 11th grade students. Prerequisite is geometry. So that means you have had to take geometry or geometry essentials to be able to take Algebra 2. Okay, so go back to your education plan. Instead of geometry, you're going to add my own course, course length, 2 semesters, course name. You're going to type in Algebra 2. It's required. Credit drop down, 1 full credit. Click on add course. So in your sophomore year, you're either going to take Algebra 2 or geometry for your math credit. Okay, so we're going to take out Algebra 2 so it doesn't seem confusing. And then again, you need to have 6 total credits up here to be able to have completed your 4-year plan. Okay, we're going to add 1 course in for your 11th grade class as well, so you have some idea of how that works. Click on add course, my own course, course length, 2 semesters, course name. Go back to your course description guide. Remember, this is your junior year. Click on page number, type in 1, enter, go back to the table of contents. This time for your junior year, we're going to enter a language arts credit. So go to the language arts department, page 15, click on the 1, type in 15, enter, scroll down a little bit, takes you to the language arts department. Okay, junior year, you have to look at this information carefully. Junior year, up here on the right column, you'll see English 11 is required, Michigan Merit Curriculum requirement, 3rd year of English, that's your junior year, level 11, again, that's your junior year, keep repeating myself, prerequisite English 10. Okay, so you would have had to complete successfully English 10 in your sophomore year to be able to take English 11. We're going to click back on your education plan, course name, English 11. It's required. Click on credit, 1 full credit, click on add course. Okay, so now you've entered 1 class for your 11th grade plan. Again, you need 6 total credits up here to have completed it. Now let's enter 1 class for your senior year. Click on add course. It's very exciting, isn't it? Click on my own course, click on course length, 2 semesters, course name. Go back to your course description guide, click on the page number, type in 1, go back to the table of contents, and now we're going to choose something else. Okay, so we know that language arts and math are required for all 4 years of high school. So let's go back to the mathematics department. We're going to enter your senior year of math. Mathematics department is page 17. Type in 1-7, enter, scroll down a little bit, and there you have the mathematics department. Okay, so if you took in your junior year, let's go back to your education plan, look at it. In your junior year, you took Algebra 2. Click on the course description guide. You've already taken Algebra 2. Scroll down. Your choices for math are pre-calculus, or if you've already taken pre-calculus, looks like the math class that's available to you if you've already taken pre-calculus is AP Calculus or Statistics. You can see there are several choices for math in your senior year. Now, you can also take some career and technical education classes will meet the fourth year, your senior year math requirement. So you have to talk to Mrs. Mangacy about that. For instance, if you want to take a whole mess of auto classes, I believe auto meets that fourth year math requirement as well, but you have to get permission from Mrs. Mangacy, the high school counselor. So let's go look at that right now. Let's click on the page number at the top, type in 1 for table of contents. Let's find the auto classes. So I think it would be under engineering, manufacturing, and industrial technology on page 11. So let's click on 1, type in 1, enter, scroll down a little bit. Let's see if we can find those auto classes. I see engineering, manufacturing, industrial technology. Scrolling down, robotics. Auto. There it is. This is the first class listed in auto. It's automotive, electrical, electronics. And it looks like underneath the information, it says there's no prerequisite. It's available to 10th, 11th, and 12th grade students. And yes, it can meet the fourth year math credit. You can see it right there, Michigan Merit Curriculum, fourth year math credit. You have to get permission for that to meet your fourth year math credit. Does that make sense? Okay, let's go back to your education plan. Click on Add Course, My Own Course, 2 semesters, course name, auto. We don't know which auto class you're going to take. You may end up let's go back to the course description guide. In your senior year, you're probably, if you've been taking auto for 3 years in high school, you're probably going to end up taking automotive brake systems or automotive suspension and steering, or possibly advanced automotive. Okay, one of those classes. I don't think you're going to be starting out with electrical electronics. So you're probably going to end up with advanced automotive in your senior year if you're really, really interested in auto mechanics. So let's click on your education plan. We're going to type in advanced auto. And this is going to be for your math credit. Required, because it's your math credit, 1 full credit, click on add course. So that's what that looks like. So now you've added your math credit into your senior year of high school. And that's how that works. You have to work back and forth between your course description guide and your 4-year plan or My Education Plan and Career Cruising to be able to complete this process. And that ends segment 4 of Career Cruising.